Hello!
Hi,
Welcome to Korean Law 101. I'm Hyungju Yoon and this is...
Hyungju.
Yeah, I have my friend here. Last year, I usually uploaded videos that I recorded at GFN, Gwangju Foreign Language Network radio booth. But this year, I'm gonna try something new. So I'm gonna collaborate with my colleague Hyungju to talk about more legal issues in Korea. So, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Can you introduce yourself?
Sure, this is Hyungju and I am practicing lawyer in Gwangju in my office near Gwangju District Court. I've been practicing in Gwangju for 5 years and my main practice areas are family laws, immigration laws, criminal laws, and civil compensation lawsuits like tort or class actions.
Wow. And I know that you were an expert before, like me.
Yes, I was an expat in Singapore, worked there as a foreign worker and 3.5 years. And that during that time, I got interested in the foreign immigration policies and the laws. And now I'm studying more about it. And I'm dealing with the Korean immigration laws related to the expats.
Right, great. So we can talk about Korean immigration law as well later. So for today's topic, Hyungju picked one. So what is it?
Actually, as a Gwangju citizen, I was deeply saddened by the tragedy happened in Hakdong. You know, you remember the 5 stories building collapsed and lots of people died there. So send my condolences.
Yeah, they're all in my prayers. It was a really shocking news. So I think that this accident was related to the Act on Management of Building Units, right?
Yes, right. So the act actually prepared in 2018, right after the Chechen.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, go ahead.
The act had prepared from 2018, right after the similar tragedies happened in Chechen and Miryang. And then it was activated on May 1st last year. And that the act was to strengthen the safety of the management of buildings and when demolishing the buildings.
Yeah, I heard. I found that the act says one who wants to demolish the building should get the report or also get the permission from the government,
Right.
like 시군 or 구 office.
Right.
So can you explain? So what's the difference between report and permission?
The word report in this act means that simply notify the demolition plan to the government if the one wants to demolish the building. And permission means the government will scrutinize the plan and give out the permission to the one who asks the permission.
Also, report is just like reporting that I'm gonna demolish. I don't need your consent or permission, but permission means the government should like grant permission for them,
right.
allow them to like really do the demolition. I also found that the act stipulates that like if the depending on the building size,
Yes, if
it's
it is
different.
more than 5 stories high.
stories?
Yeah. Sorry. Yes, the law stipulates that if the building is more than 3 stories high, including basement, then this is the permission case.
Oh, I see. So in the Hakdong tragedy, I think because the building was 5 stories, I guess the HDC, the 현대산업개발, had to get the permission from the office, right?
Yes, actually they submit the demolition plan or 해체 계획서 to the Donggu office in Gwangju, and then the Donggu office actually reviewed this case and then gave out permission.
Oh, I see. So what happens if they don't submit that report or get the permission?
So if they didn't get the permission from the Donggu office and do the demolition process, then they can maximum sentence of 10 million Korean won fine or 10 years in prison.
Wow. So I know it's really sad news, but as a lawyer, like who do you think can be like or caught responsible for this accident? We don't know the details yet, but from the legal like theory, like if all facts are they're all proof, like who can be caught liable for this?
So we don't know the details, but almost everybody included in this tragedy can be liable. So, for example, first the one who actually demolished the building, the workers and the subcontract construction company, of course, they are responsible on this issue. And the second, HDC, who hired the workers and the subcontract company, they have an obligation to supervise the whole demolition process. So of course they have also somewhat responsibility. And lastly, the designated project supervisor. Once the Dongguo office, when they give out permission, they have to designate project supervisor,
Right.
and then the project supervisor has to review whole process through the papers and at site as well, if the project is going smoothly and
Right.
safely at site.
Yeah, but I heard that if the project manager is not on the site, it can be a violation.
Yes, violation of the law. So he also can be responsible in this issue.
Yeah, we don't know the details, but if like all the elements for negligence can be met, then those people can be caught liable. So how about the municipal government who first grant the permission at the beginning?
The municipal government in this tragedy is the Dongguo office in Gwangju, and that is actually still in question and under investigation by the police. And if the demolition plan has somewhat errors in the beginning, and the certified architect or engineers hired by the HDC actually had to review all those plans in the beginning, but if they couldn't find the errors, then they have responsibility. And after submission of the plans, the Dongguo office actually has to scrutinize the plans. So if they could not find such errors, then they would have some responsibility on this issue. But allegedly said that the issue, actually the plan was okay, but there was other issues there at the site.
Yeah. You said that if the workers breach their obligation for like duty of care, or subcontractor didn't like manage the site well, then they can be caught liable.
Right.
In that case, can HDC kind of file a lawsuit against them to compensate for their loss?
Yes.
Because they're the ones like who actually did something wrong there?
Yes, actually, the HDC or the insurance company it's not reported yet, but they may compensate whole damages to the victims and their families. So after they do all this compensation process, then they can raise the issue against the workers and the subcontractor and sue them to the court.
Yeah, but as we can all expect, HDC is a big company, and like the workers there wouldn't have that much like financial resources.
Right.
But in like legal theory, it's possible. It's called the right of indemnity.
Yes.
So let's say that you have an insurance coverage and you caused a car accident to me. So yeah, or like you hit me intentionally. So I had to go to the hospital, I have the medical bill, then I can ask his insurance company to pay for me right away. And your insurance company will go after you.
Yes, that is a right of indemnity.
Yeah, so right of indemnity is usually for the extreme negligent case or
the deliberately break the law. So I know that many of our the expats in Korea, they work in the construction sites.
Yeah.
So please follow all the rules stipulated in your documents, so you can actually avoid from that right of indemnity case.
Yeah, thank you. So today we talked about the building collapse that happened, collision happened in Gwangju. It was a very sad news, but we had some legal stuff to talk about. So how was it? It was your first time on YouTube.
Yeah, it was my first time, and I was a little nervous, and I'm okay now. But can I promote my YouTube channel as well?
Yeah, he will start his own YouTube
I'm
channel soon.
Going to open my YouTube account and start my own channel. Thanks to half of An's help. Yeah, I'll open my own channels for expats in Korea. So please visit me next time.
Yeah. So thank you guys. If you have any questions or want to hear about other legal issues, please leave a comment. We'll come back and address them. So thanks.
Thank you. See
Bye-bye.
you. Bye bye.